Welcome everybody to Sora TTRPG. For anyone who's new here, our story takes place on 𝕿𝖊 Island, a floating landmass hoisted high above the cloud line. On this island, humans known as Chasers wage war against an external threat known as the Gaia by wielding living weapons known as the Sora. There are many civilizations trying to stay alive amidst the chaos, with the northern tribe knuckling down the cold tundras up in the north, to the desert clergy citadel which inhabits the southern desert area, and of course Sora City, which has grown around the academy as a safe haven. There was once many more civilizations around the island. However, with the emergence of with the emergence of Gaia, humanity has been pushed to the brink of extinction. Our story today starts in a small little enclave bordering the great sea, the southern sea of 𝕿𝖊, where one Brook Bubble will start her little journey. I'm just pulling up her notes really quick, and a humanoid figure is walking across the water. Not across the water, but like they're walking along it. The civilization, or should I say the village that she calls home, kind of casting a silhouette as the sun rises over the horizon behind it. She looks in the water, searching for her friend, but all she sees is her reflection for now. Now, Lynn, I want you to describe your character for the viewers so they know what to imagine. Ooh.
I forgot what we wrote down.
I mean, it's there. I mean, just have a picture of her in her head and then just like try to describe it for people. Doesn't need to be exact.
Well, she has sandy blonde hair. She has ocean-colored eyes, tan skin. She has shells in her hair. They kind of just migrate there. She doesn't know where they come from. She has netted clothes.
More shells.
Yeah.
Another thing that kind of stands out about her to a typical human is that her hair kind of flows down, but as it drapes down, it slowly becomes more liquid-like until at the very bottom, it's almost like water suspended, like almost like free of gravity. Almost if you've seen like like water behaving in zero gravity, that's kind of what her hair kind of turns into at the very bottom. And also, thank you for that. But
Drink.
Yeah. As I said, you're along the water. You're looking for your little friend.
Yeah, I'm trying so hard to be cool and sophisticated right now.
Did we name? Actually, did we name the narwhal?
No, I just want to call it Nilly.
Nilly. We'll call it Nilly. Nilly. You might want to write that in your notes as well, Nilly the narwhal, so we don't forget it.
Nilly.
At this point, you hear a voice coming from a little up. You're on like this kind of. It's not really a beach. Well, think of it like a. Do you know when you just have a really shallow water and you kind of see, yeah. So you're kind of in there, and then from the actual coastline, you see a figure approaching. A tall, very, how do I describe it? Strong statured man wearing what looks like a cloak, but the cloak itself seems to be kind of interlaced with shells and gems and such.
Ooh.
And he has a proud beard that you see that's very gray, but it also once again, as it tapers off to the end, it becomes more like watery. And you recognize this as your father, who is also the chief of these people.
I was literally gonna tell you, you sound like you're describing my dad.
Bearded man. Like, I feel like that's not a very unique look. Bearded man losing hair. Like, I feel like that's like every dad. It's your dad, but buff.
I mean, my dad's kind of buff. You just saw him in, like, frumpy clothes.
No, but I mean, like, anime buff.
Ooh, anime grandpa buff. Okay.
Yeah, anime grandpa buff. Yeah. And you hear his voice from the ocean. It says, Brook. He calls over to you.
Yes, Papa?
She beckons you towards him. He said, I've already told you, you shouldn't be playing in these waters. There's been sightings of unsavory individuals. It's only a matter of time before friction turns into conflict.
But what about Nelly?
The narwhal, your friend. He looks and he says, if you do see the narwhal, you must tell it to hide, as these individuals, they are... He pauses for a moment, and what he says would sound very normal to most people, but to your people who revere nature and who are basically one with nature, it's a very foreign, disturbing concept. And he just says, these people are known as poachers. They hunt animals to use their bodies as trinkets or wares to be sold. And should they find your friend, I fear that he will meet a fate similar to that of many who were unfortunate enough to cross their path.
You did?
No, I was waiting for you to respond.
Oh, I thought there was more to it. I'm sorry.
Okay, I will find my friend and tell them.
He sighs and he says, no, I literally just told you not to do that. He says, it's not safe. Besides, the people here, if something were to happen to you, then who is going to lead our people? We can't risk it.
I mean, I have cousins.
Yeah, but the people... You have cousins, yes. You have many cousins. Should something happen to you, there'll be a power vacuum. Many of them will vie for power. I've seen it before. Clans split. War breaks out. It's messy.
I can't let them die, though.
He kind of sighs and he says, I'm going to hit you with the most generic Disney dad line ever. Are you ready for this?
Yeah!
He goes, "You remind me of your mother."
Oh gosh.
And he does the 1,000-yard stare into the ocean, into the sea. And he says, she wouldn't listen either. And
Is he gonna give me a trinket now from my mom?
yeah.
So we're doing Pocahontas. Got it.
Literally just Pocahontas. He lifts up his forearm, and he's got many different bracelets, like seashell bracelets and stuff, all like kind of around his arm, and he takes one of them off delicately. It's a little pendant with a little I guess there's a little, it's in the shape of like a water droplet. And he puts it around your neck, which is very funny because this was just around his forearm. So that's how big his forearms are. And he puts that bracelet around your neck, and he said, you're about to hear a story that he's told you like a dozen times already. And he goes,
I'm gonna roll my eyes at him.
He goes, you know your mother stayed behind when no one else would. She saved many people when we were driven out of our home. But he sighs and he says, even though you may be right to want to protect your friend, as your father, I can't lose you too. It's Pocahontas.
I hate you. Oh my gosh.
At this point, he says, come, get some food. You can look for your friend later.
Yippee.
And
Okay.
he leads you to your by the way, you're like the only character who doesn't have like a traumatic relationship with her.
That's not.
Like Wheezy. Well, no, Wheezy's kind of loved his mom, but he accidentally killed her.
Do you know what would be do you know what would be a really bad plot twist?
What?
I'm assuming we're eating like soup or something. The meat is the narwhal.
Dude, this entire time. That'll be so funny. I couldn't do that. That would actually be cruel. But what happens at this point is you walk into a large mess hall. Your people they all eat together in one large hall because it's a small enough village.
So it's like Burke.
What's that?
How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Except you're not Vikings.
I mean,
you're sea hippies.
who says?
But you're basically sea hippies. But he looks up and he says,
"It's crazy."
That's honestly what you guys are. You guys, it's probably basically a village of surfers. Saw, dude. And as you walk in, you see everyone kind of greets you. Everyone is very happy to see you. But I want you to roll. This is going to be your first roll of the campaign. So every time I ask you to roll, it's always going to be the.
I see the dice.
Do you see the hope? Do you see the hope and fear?
Yes.
Unless specified, it's always going to be that. And if I say to roll instinct, you're going to click hope and fear, and then the instinct modifier, which is INS, and then you hit the big white square.
Hit the big square. Oh.
15 with fear. So fear is a resource. So if this dice is higher, your fear dice, then I get a fear token, which I can use to empower the enemies, and it's usually something you don't want me to have a lot of. If this dice is higher, you gain a hope, which you add here, and that allows you to you add that here, bless you, which allows you to do abilities and stuff. But either way, you've passed because you got 15. So 15 is usually a good score. Most difficulties range from, like, if it's super easy, it'll be 8. Like mid difficulty, I usually go around 12. That's kind of. that's kind of the way it works. But anyway, so currently, so that's a success.
Yay!
And what you notice is upon walking into the mess hall. Also, what's up, Nimrit? How you doing? You see, like I said, many people greet you, and many people are happy to see you. They view you as the princess. The people as a whole are quite proud of you. But you do notice a few glaring eyes from the corner of the room. Those cousins you mentioned before. They're... Oh, 1 second. That's like really loud, Lynn.
What? Oh, me moving the dice. I'm sorry.
I'll stop.
Glaring across the room, you see do you remember those cousins you mentioned before?
Mm-hmm.
Many of them do not like the fact that you're the princess. They see you as, I guess they view your compassion as weakness. They believe that the clan is shrinking. They believe that they need, the vast majority of them, they need various different ways to, what's the word? Strengthen the clan, whether through force or manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what do you do in response to noticing this? You know that they are like this, but today seems a little bit extra, like a little bit more hostile.
Just keep walking.
As you walk, your dad gets kind of pulled away for some business. He has to talk to some of the heads of the clan. And you said, like, hear a sneering voice passing as you pass a table, and one of your cousins, known as his name is
I have names for them.
You have names?
I have names for my cousins.
Well, these are like evil cousins. You want to actually name them after your cousins? Because these are people that will probably die and or kill you.
It's not named after my actual cousins. I just came up with the names like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, you know, sure. Give me a name.
There's 2 cousins, okay? They are twins.
There's going to be a lot more than that, but
okay. Well, these 2.
Yeah.
River and 𝕍𝖊.
Fucking hell! All right. River and 𝕍𝖊. You gotta show May. You gotta show May this VOD later, and she's gonna hate you. Justin for one of them. Justin would be so out of place, but that would be so funny.
Yeah.
We've got River, we've got Brook, we've got 𝕍𝖊, we've got Creek, and we've got Justin.
Honestly, though, we could name somebody Timberlake.
We could call someone Timberlake. Honestly, that would be a name. But you hear River. But it's really funny, by the way, because River was the nickname of one of my exes. So I'm very happy making this person the bad guy.
That's crazy.
They look at you. You hear sneering from your left. And a very high-pitched, annoying voice goes, "Out playing with your fish friends again, are we?"
Yes. At least I have friends.
Roll intimidation, which is your presence. So you're gonna do the same thing. You add your presence score.
How is it the hope fear
Yep,
one?
it's always gonna be that. Unless I specify. Yeah, and then
presence.
Yep.
Roll.
That's high, but that is fair. But that's a high roll. Yo, what's up, Archer? How you doing? Playing some TTRPGs. By the way, everyone, I am reading chat, but I won't be able to always respond, especially when I'm talking for another character. But at this point, also, I'm just going to use this map for now for your interaction.
Where am I going?
I just put you on the map.
Okay.
River looks over. You look over at River and you respond to that, and she's immediately caught off guard and says something along the lines of, I have friends. I have lots of friends. God, she's kind of like turns her way and she's like, you've definitely struck a nerve. And you just keep on walking past. And you hear her just under her breath go, "You don't deserve. You don't deserve this." She says under her breath.
Am I hearing? Did I hear that?
You hear that, and you also hear the next sentence she says. Oh, I have to mentally prepare myself because Brooke is such a nice girl. I need to embody this awful human being. It was a mistake naming this person after my ex. But I know.
I didn't know it was the ex, okay?
She says, "The only fate you deserve is one shared with your mother."
Well, now I want to smack him.
More than welcome to.
I wouldn't do that, though.
Bye, Natsume. Thank you so much for popping in.
Oh, can you shoot her a DM sometime? She was asking about the whole RPG thing.
Sure.
Thank you.
But yeah, so yeah, what would you like to do now? You can do whatever you think your character would do.
Turn the other cheek. She's a princess. She kind of has to.
Do you want to roll for it to see if she has the strength to hold it together?
You're gonna make me roll for it.
I'm gonna make you roll to hold it in.
You.
Roll hope and fear, and we'll say, what do you think it would be? Because would it be your instinct, or would it be your knowledge, or presence?
It's not. It's not strength. It's
Definitely
mental strength.
So presence, how much you instinct, maybe knowledge, because it would be like you know better than to stoop to her level. Yeah, let's go with knowledge. Let's see if you know better. You do not know better. This gets to you. This really gets to you. She's like, that's a step too far. What are you gonna do?
I hate you. No, I don't have an answer now.
Blame the dice, Lynn. I will say you feel your hand clench into a fist.
Well, now I want to slap her across the face.
Yeah, no, as in clench into a fist, not to do punch her, but like you're trying to hold it in. But yeah, you're gonna just turn around and smack her. She said, "You don't deserve this fate. The only fate you deserve is the one your mother got."
Okay. I need to say something about my mama. Bro, I am not an intimidating person.
You can say, you don't have to say it. You could just slap her across the face.
Yes.
Okay, what we're going to do here is you're going to roll the hit with advantage. So you're going to roll agility.
I have to get back over there. Hold on.
No worries. You're going to roll agility, which is 0, so you can just roll the hope and fear.
Like this?
Yeah, and you're going to have advantage. Oh.
No?
Well, that would hit anyway, but for future, here, look, we'll do this just so we can see it play out. So when you advantage, you roll hope and fear, and you add a d6 as well. So that would be an advantage roll. Yeah.
That's it? Okay.
Yep. We'll see. Well, 18 with fear. Now we're going to roll a d4 for damage.
Where?
Yeah, so damage is the only time you use a different one. Oh! Suddenly.
Please tell me I leave a mark on her face. Please tell me I leave a mark on her face.
Out of a maximum of 4, you did 3. So it's gonna hurt. So the entire room goes silent after there's one loud smack. It reverberates around the noisy mess hall. And everyone is silent. And River, looks up at you, shocked. Because this entire time, this is the first time you've ever shown any form of, backbone. She's been, taunting you this for, ever. But this time was the one time she really crossed the line.
You do not bring up my mother.
Her hand She holds her face, and she's shocked. And then, immediately, like, resentment flashes in her eyes as her entire face kind of turns a little bit red, because she's also embarrassed, right? She's being absolutely embarrassed, and everyone hears you say, "Don't you dare talk about my mother." So, but suddenly, you know it's coming. You hear a booming voice from across the room saying, "Brook!" He doesn't need to say a single word, you know.
Oh no.
You like slowly turn your head to see your father's face like red. And he goes, "Outside now!"
Okay.
This is so much better than you turning the cheek. You sort of, what do you do as you're leaving? Do you give River any last things? You say anything to the people or look to the people or anything? Like, how are you walking out of here?
Nope.
Just avoiding eye contact, kind of like meek. Okay. We're now outside. You're facing your father. And he looks.
Hi, Daddy.
He looks and he doesn't even respond to that. He's like. And then he looks left and he looks right to see if anyone's watching. Then he exhales and he says, "What came over you, Brook?" You see that he just had to kind of act tough in front of the people, but now he's gone back to dad mode.
She talked about Mama. Saying I deserve the same fate.
He looks over. He says, "Your mother was River's father's sister."
Huh?
They're your cousin. So
Yeah.
mom's brother had a daughter that's River.
Okay.
Yeah. So he says, "I'm sure they blame us for what happened."
Oh.
But you can't, like, to your mom.
No, I don't know how she died. What?
He looks and he's like, "Oh, I never." He pauses as well. He said, "I guess I never really gave you the details because you were young." But he looks over and he says, "Did you ever?" And as he's about to start talking, a few people leave the mess hall.
Oh.
And they see, and then suddenly he crosses his arms really well and goes, "You're in big trouble, young lady." And then he waits for them to pass, and then he drops his arms again and goes, anyway. He points to the islands in the middle of, kind of beyond the sea, and he says, "Do you see those?
Okay, thank you.
Do you see those,
Thank you.
those islands out there? Our people once inhabited those islands, and our numbers were many."
Oh my gosh.
He says, one day, Gaia, and a near endless number of them began to storm the shores, indiscriminately murdering everyone we knew. The people that you see now, at least the older generation, are the only survivors after that night. And if it had not been for your mother staying back, using her Sora. This is the first time you've heard of this, by the way.
You have a glitch in your story. You said the older generation's the only one that remembered. How am I born?
What do you mean?
You said the older generation is the only one that remembers.
Remembers? No, I was saying the older generation are the only ones that they're the survivors of the initial town village. There used to be a village here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So if Mom died over there, and the older generation's the only one that remembers it, how am I alive?
Oh yeah, well, you would probably count it. When I meant older generation, I meant like not like the 1-year-olds, 2-year-olds, you know? Not like the new kids that would have been here since.
When you said older, I was thinking like grandma, grandpa.
Oh, yeah, you know. But she says, yes, like your mother was powerful. She was a chaser, you could call them, the people. One of the people that was able to actually hurt the Gaia. And she, on her own, stayed behind to give us all a chance to escape. It's because of her that the few that we have now are still breathing.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of looks down, and you can see that he definitely blames himself as well for not being able to help. But he says, please, don't let them get to you. I'm sure.
Phantom?
Yep.
Just so that way I can let Kyrie know, how long do we think we're gonna go?
I'd say maximum. We're at 11:30. At the latest, an hour. But I'll try to have it done in 30 minutes.
Okay. Well, I'll just tell her an hour.
Okay. So he looks over and he says, I'm sure her family is, referring to River, is grieving in their own way. I just ask that you cut them some slack.
I don't wanna. But you asked me to, so I will.
He nods and he said, I'm sorry to ask you. It's such a difficult task. It's complicated right now. I'll tell you when you're older, but then not everyone agrees with how we run this place. But your character already knew this. He's still kind of somewhat treating you like a kid.
How old am I? We never established that.
You would be probably you could be as old as you want to be, honestly, because this isn't really most other people had like flashback sequences. This is basically present day.
Okay.
So
how old do you want me to be?
I don't know, like 20s, early 20s.
Oh, okay.
Be like late teens as well.
So what, like 17 or something?
No, probably like.
How old is everybody else?
30s, 20s.
Oh.
5.
5?
Yeah, it's long story. Long story.
Okay.
So yeah, everyone's kind of like whatever age they want to be, really.
Okay.
So you can make whatever age you think she should be. She's like a princess of a thing. She's lost her mom, kind of thing. So it's like, it really depends. It's up to you. Whatever age you want her to be. But
we'll just say 19.
He says, he turns away and he says, I must go back to our people. Just do not forget your duty, he says. And as he walks away, that's when you hear the moment he walks back into the mess hall and the entire people are in there, you hear something somewhat distressing coming from the ocean. What you hear is the sound of a narwhal in pain.
No.
And
I hate you and the music right now.
It seems to be coming from out. Let's roll instinct to see if you're able to identify if it's your friend or not.
So this.
And then hope and fear.
Yep.
And roll it.
Did I do it wrong or does that work?
That works.
Okay.
Oh, you're getting a lot of fear. I'm getting a lot of fear tokens here.
Why?
I don't think you've rolled with hope once, but it still is a success. Yes, you are able to identify that this is your particular narwhal friend.
Nilly.
Nilly has, and you know Nilly. You've known Nilly for a long time as well. Nilly's been like, you've kind of grown up with Nilly for as long as you can remember, and you know the voice.
They watched over me since Mama gone.
Exactly. And you hear it coming from just over the horizon towards the island that your father was talking about. What would you like to do?
Watch. I don't know what I can do.
You can go to, I mean, as a Tideborn, I believe you can breathe and move naturally underwater.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I can't. I don't know what's happening. It's a bad idea for me to go in there.
That is true. But you do hear it's in pain. So you can go in, ask for help maybe. You can try to go yourself. You don't know if you have time. But
exactly.
It's a very loud, loud
Is there
noise.
anything else that I'm seeing? Or is it just the narwhal? Is there any boats? Is there...
You can't see from here. It's just over the horizon. You can see...
So I can hear it, but I can't see it?
Yeah. I will say... Because it's kind of like the entire thing kind of acts as a dome. So it's like a big antechamber. But what we can say is... Because like how you can usually hear boat horns before you see them. You know what I mean? But I will say that in this case... roll instinct. See if there's anything else you can see.
Instinct is that one.
Yep.
Oh, I have to trash. That. Boop.
And please.
Yay!
Well, with hope, you finally got hope. Mark a hope.
Where? I have to.
Yep.
Like that?
Yep. You see a faint glint on the island, very briefly. You don't know if it's a light. You don't know
if it's shiny.
It
like
looks
metal?
shiny. Yeah, you see like a kind of metal glint coming from the island.
I hate this music.
But that is all you see.
Okay. That's all that I see, and I hear my narwhal.
Yep.
How much do the people like me? Again?
Or
is it literally just my cousins that hate me?
It's just your cousins that hate you, really.
Okay, we're gonna go run back in.
Okay, so you run back into the mess hall. Everyone's talking. Some people kind of whisper. There's a little bit of whispers because you did just cause a scene, but they can definitely tell on your face that you look distressed. What are you gonna do?
Yes. Anybody help?
They kind of look at you, and like, do you kind of like shout this across the room, or is it just more of a silent kind of?
I am help. Help!
You don't see your dad. It looks like he's gone off with a lot of the chiefs. A few of your fellow Tidekin walk up to you and are like, "Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong, princess?"
Narwhal, distress, follow, please.
You lead a few of them out to the beach, and several of them are now standing at the shore looking over. And it's now at this point that your father returns with the village chiefs and says, what's happening here? He's not like angry, he's just kind of, he's like, what do you mean Nellie's in trouble? Or Nellie's in trouble?
Nellie was making her trouble noises. I don't know what noises they make, I'm sorry.
It's just a pained noise, you can say.
Pain, thank you.
Nelly was making a pained noise, and I can't see anything, but I saw a glint of something shiny on the islands. The islands are uninhabited, right?
They should be.
Yeah. So that's a stir for trouble already.
He looks at you and says, "Are you sure?"
Yes.
He says, "Give us a moment." And he goes with the village chiefs and he starts talking, and he looks back, and after a moment he walks back and says, "The chiefs and myself, we've decided that our best bet is to hunker down here and prepare for an attack."
No!
He says, "Brook, we can't risk sacrificing everyone here, even if it is your friend."
Fine, I'm gonna go alone. Bye.
He says, "Are you just gonna run forward and dive in?"
Basically!
And he goes, he's gonna try to catch you. He's gonna have disadvantage though. But let's see. This one, and then we'll -6 from it. Oh my gosh. Okay, -9 minus
9
7,
minus 6 is 3.
3, and your evasion is 10. He tries to grab you. He says, "Brook, wait!" And then, but he can't quite catch you, and there's like a very quiet splash, and you kind of take off because you're a tide kid and you're very quick underwater. It's almost like, do you know when you see a dolphin kind of dive and it's like speed up? That's you just kind of dive in, and he just kind of sees you blinking, and
Did you say blinking?
Like he kind of. So what did I say? I don't know, but anyway,
It's breaching.
No, blinking as in he stands there kind of like looking.
Oh!
And he looks
like
back.
disbelief.
Yeah, and he's like, and his eyes kind of widen at his kind of like, you can like, you don't see it obviously because you're gone, but his chest, he kind of starts breathing heavily, and he looks back at his people, and he grits his teeth. And you see,
just like my mother.
he looks up to the sky and says, he just sighs and looks up at the sky, just basically like giving your mother a, why? Like, why are you all like this? But the people, because he notices a lot of those chiefs, the ones that don't agree with him, are kind of smirking, because the moment that he turns to chase you, they will use that as an excuse to like take over the village, and basically send everyone to war. So it's like a win-win for them. And he clenches his fists, and he under his breath, and you kind of hear this even though you're not there, but it's like almost like a
whisper on the wind.
He said, you kind of hear his voice kind of in your head, like a whisper into it, like you said, and says something along the lines of, "Please return safely."
I will.
And you start swimming at a rapid rate towards the island as your clan begins to gear up for a potential invasion. It's now the middle of the night. You reach the shores. You look around very quickly to get your surroundings. You see large ships. To you, as someone who's one with nature, they look unnatural. We're in the Victorian age, so there wouldn't be really major metal ships, but they're still big and intimidating ships nonetheless.
So, Pirates of the Caribbean ship?
Yeah, more like Pirates of the Caribbean ship.
Okay.
There's like hooks hanging off the side, and you see several like large fish kind of hanging off the side of them. You see people camped out in several different races sort of camped out around the
Wait, races? Like
like types of like you see like cat
Okay.
people, orcs,
Okay.
camped out along the beach side. They have little huts. There's a putrid smell that you haven't smelled before that you see is coming from what looks like barrels of fish innards and
Ugh.
just it's whatever they did to prepare the fish and stuff. It's just making the air reek of death.
That's
yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, and especially with your people having like I said, they very much revere. You've never encountered anything like this in your life.
I'm even without me being the character, I am disgusted by that.
Yeah. What would you like to do now, though? Because you're currently, you kind of jump up. You
Am I
see
still in the water, or
no,
am I on the land?
Yeah, no one really saw you. You were able to pull yourself out of the water. Your clothes just dry naturally. That's just the way that your guys, the way that you guys
Now we're
have
gonna
it.
go sneaky.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna say
You're waiting for me for that, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I assumed you would. But you kind of duck behind a large rock. No, it's not a rock. It's more of rubble. Remember, your people used to inhabit these lands, so there's a lot of ruins. You're able to duck behind. You're able to duck behind the ruins a little bit and kind of peer over and just try to see if there's what's going on. Is there anything in particular you're looking for right now?
Nilly.
Roll your instinct. Roll instinct.
I figured out the space bar makes me go back.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like this. Boop. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
1 second. What's that? 7. Oof. So you're not quite able to. Well, firstly, you do get a hope, even if you didn't succeed. By the way, Sven made this map.
Oh, yeah, I saw him working on a castle one yesterday. Or the other day. I was teasing him for it because there was some things wrong with it.
Yeah. So you're so the camp is over here, and you've kind of just jumped out of the water, and you're kind of hiding behind some rubble here. And you kind of peer over, and you don't see Nelly at all. You do hear some murmurs. You know that if you can get a little bit closer, you might be able to eavesdrop on some of the people there. Let me
Well, considering I am not very stealthy right now, I feel like the seashells in my hair are making clinky noises.
Do you want to try to potentially like take them out, or is there anything do you want to try to?
I just want to keep looking for my friend.
Okay, so you're gonna just try to reposition and look elsewhere.
Yes.
So you've got a few options here. You can try to make yourself way over to the ship. You can try to make your way
Where's the
over
ship?
to the slaughter area.
The ship?
No, there's like a boat. So there's a boat somewhere else, like off screen. You won't.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So there's a boat somewhere. There's the slaughter area. There's other camps that you can try to go to. Which one would you rather?
Boat.
All right. So you sneak away from the camp for now, and you sort of kind of dip back in the water, and you swim silently around until we didn't use this for very long. You find yourself, you kind of swim along the side of the boat, and you see a few ladders draped over the side. The boat is super like tall. You've seen Pirates of the Caribbean, you know.
Yes.
So are you gonna try and jump in and climb onto the boat?
Yeah. It's probably a stupid move, but
Yeah,
you never know, it might work.
I guess she's kind of desperate as well. So at this point,
Yeah.
you grab onto a ladder and you start slowly pulling yourself up. And thankfully, the seashells aren't that bad when you're on the boat because there's so much equipment and like metal hooks and things clanging around with the wind when they're rocking the boat that it doesn't make too much of it doesn't stand out. And before you get to the top, you hear people talking above on the deck.
Eavesdropping time.
You hear one of them saying, "Yeah, boss got quite the catch." And then the other one goes, "Oh, you mean the weird looking unicorn fish?" The other guy goes, "Yeah, whatever it's called. Either way, it's about to be lunch." It's, what would you like to do? As you're climbing up, you'd see there's the two people here are talking.
First off, I'm gonna swear in my native language under my breath. I don't know what the native language is, but here we are.
El puta madre.
I know what that means. That's in Spanish, dude.
But yeah, you definitely you swear under your breath in a
language.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, how far away from the top am I?
You're literally.
Or am I on the deck?
You're not on the deck. You're like, your head isn't quite poking above the deck. You're just underneath. You're basically, if you go up another rung of the ladder, you'd be able to see onto the deck.
Okay. Is the deck a full piece of wood, or is it railings more?
As you kind of pull yourself up to peek around,
sense?
You see there is, it's more like, it's not really railings. It's yeah, like you said, it's more like full wood. It kind of like dips down with like thicker walls. Yeah.
Okay.
They use wooden stairs, not fences. Minecraft logic.
So there's no there's no holes.
No.
Dang. It's dark, right?
Yes.
Do I see lights?
Several of them do have torches.
Okay.
But you do see also most of them are armed.
How can I see that when I haven't poked my head up?
I assumed you poked your head up so you could see the.
Oh no! I was trying to figure out how much light there was for seeing if they could see me.
Yeah, you can probably. It's one of those things where you would probably peek up just a little bit to see if So yeah, you poke.
Like, do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, like I'll say there's probably, unless they're specifically looking at the ladder, I don't think they would spot you even if you just take a little peek. And which you do, and you see that, like I said, these people are fully armed. The entire ship itself seems quite active, if you will, but everyone seems a little distracted.
I'm looking at the beast forms.
You don't have that yet. You don't have your abilities yet.
What?
Yeah, you don't have your abilities yet. You don't have your sword.
No!
But you do have your.
I found a perfect one too.
You do have your short staff, but there are ways to.
No, I don't. Technically, I don't yet.
Oh, you don't. You're right. Yeah, you've got to find a way. I mean, if you want, you can try to.
Somebody were they eating? Did somebody leave a knife on the ground?
So you look around. I'll say roll instinct. See if you can find any improvised weapons. That's another fear. But you kind of peek over and you don't see too much like a knife on the ground or anything, but you do see a few. I
mean, a fork will do.
What? You see some harpoons. Well, you wouldn't know what a harpoon is, but you'd see these large metal spikes around the kind of rested against the pretty actually within. If you wanted to, you could actually reach out and grab them, kind of like set up near the ladder.
Okay, how many are there? Are they stacked? Because if they're stacked, they're gonna make noise.
No, they're literally they're vertical and they're leaning against the. They're leaning
against the deck.
Yep.
Okay, I still need to pull the rest of myself up on the deck, though, don't I?
Yeah, and I will say, based on your instinct roll, you'll see that these people are kind of facing away. They're definitely not expecting someone to climb up this ladder. That's for sure. So you do have a little bit more.
It's the middle of the night.
Yeah, you have a little bit more leeway here.
Yeah. So we're gonna get on the deck. I want the pokey stick.
Okay, so you very carefully. I'll make you roll finesse as well, just for it's 0. So just roll hope and fear dice. Yeah, finesse is 0, so just roll. Yeah, just roll the hope and fear.
Oop. Yay!
With hope, so you do get a hope.
Yay!
An 8.
I'm almost full.
8 is fine. That's the exact amount you needed. And so, did she win? I don't. That's a good question, May.
Hi, May. May, we're trying to rescue my narwhal. Or find out what happened. I have hope right now. We're rescuing my narwhal.
You grab the. You slowly, silently pull yourself up, and you grab one of the harpoons.
Mm-hmm.
And you're now, yeah, you're now somewhat armed.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do now?
I want to know where my narwhal is. Is my narwhal alive? Do I ask the men that? Or do I keep running around the ship like an aimless person?
I mean, that's up to you. I mean, if you wanna try to somehow threaten
I know
them.
nothing about these ships, though. That's the thing. I'm thinking out loud.
You can also, like, see if you can wait for one of them to move away as well, and you can try to find a place to hide on the ship, because they haven't spotted you. But you are currently just on the deck. All it takes is for someone to turn around.
I mean, their backs are turned.
Yeah.
Do I become violent? No, that's not a princess thing to do. Okay, I want to skulk a little more.
All right. So, I'm just going based on your previous roll. You slowly start to sneak around the ship. You stay behind barrels, stay behind netting. The more you're on the ship, like the more kind of sick you feel. Not in like a seasick sense, but like you see more and more like tools for murder and fishing, and people just talking about these creatures like they're objects to be exploited.
Are they still talking about my narwhal? Am I getting information or no?
You are, yeah. So they mentioned the narwhal having been taken below the deck into a sort of kind of like an under deck storage, if you will. That's about all you'd hear about. That's kind of all they know.
Okay. Well, I know where we're going.
All right. I'll say that you're able to sneak around, and before you know it, you find yourself underneath you kind of wait a little bit for people to pass. You see the doorway. You see that there is a guard, but he doesn't seem to be particularly paying attention. He's kind of standing at the top of the staircase. It's not even really a guard. He's just kind of stationed there.
Okay.
And
are there any females on board other than me?
Can't really tell. Most of these people are armored.
Okay, but you could tell by voices.
Voices wise, you don't hear any.
I don't hear any female voices?
No.
Frick. I was gonna try to imitate one of them and make the dude move.
You can gamble. Hope that there is a female voice somewhere.
I can gamble?
As in, you can try to talk in a female voice and hope that it sounds like someone he recognizes.
Are there any high-pitched male voices? Are there any twinks on board?
Yeah, you do hear one guy who just goes, you hear him along the lines of, you heard him all the way in, and it looked like he was being bullied. He was like,
oh,
guys, don't Don't bully me. It's not my fault. It's my first time on a big ship like this.
Okay, I'm gonna try and imitate that dude.
Roll your presence.
Oh shoot.
It's a +1.
No, it's not. It's a -1.
Nope, that's your strength. Your strength is -1.
Well, why does my present say -1 then?
I'm looking
That's
at it right here. It
stupid.
says 1.
Oh, I'm on the wrong board.
That's crazy.
I was on that board.
That's so funny. All right.
Which dice?
Yeah, that one. All right, go for it. You don't need to clear that. You don't need to clear it. 14 with
6,
fear.
7.
Yippee. 6, 7. Look at that, chat. But you imitate the voice to your best of your ability, and you hear the guy go, "Ah." Wait, what do you actually say in the voice? What are you trying to say?
I didn't think that far.
Can we see the guard?
Yeah, you're behind a few barrels and stuff, but you can see him.
Does the guard look fruity?
Roll instinct. roll for gaydar. 13 with hope.
And I get another one. My hope is full.
You decide to go based on the stereotype about sailors.
Wait, there's a stereotype about sailors that they're gay?
Yeah, that's like
Oh.
that's
I didn't know that.
Seamen.
Oh. I get it now.
And it's a bunch of guys stuck on a ship for long periods of time. You know, something's gonna happen.
True.
I said something's gonna happen. But yeah, okay, what is he saying?
I didn't think that far ahead now. It's just like,
you're digging your hole deeper.
I know. What are you?
I'm drawing.
Is that my hole?
No, those are the barrels that you're hiding behind.
Oh.
Stairs.
Oh, nice. Okay. I'm thinking. Chat, I need help.
Boat.
I mean, it worked. It worked. How do I get the dude to move? I'm thinking that it's the twink. I can't believe those words are coming out of my mouth.
What would a twink say?
I don't know. I don't know any
situation?
twinks.
I
don't know what a twink would say. I know nothing about twinks.
I think the closest... I think the closest person you know to a twink is probably ENVtuber. I know he's physically not a twink. Definitely has a twinkie personality.
I'm also thinking of, like, Angel Dust from 𝕍𝖏 Hotel.
That works too.
Like, oh boys! You know?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, I mean, go for it.
Sure! Let's do that! Does the dude move?
He looks around.
Because he knows it's nightly fruity time.
Tell me now, please.
Nightly fruity time. The boys move because it's nightly fruity time.
Kill me now, please.
I don't want
so
oh my
he
gosh.
doesn't move because it's nightly fruity time, but he does move because he's like, hey, you should be out here at this time. Get back to work. And he starts walking over towards the voice.
Panic. Where's the harpoon? Can I stab him?
Oh my god. Yes, you can. Would you like to stab him? He's kind of out of view of people now as well. He's kind of looking around.
Yeah, I want to stab him.
Oh dear lord. Okay, roll the hit, which is it would be a agility, hope and fear dice. And I'll give you advantage because he's in the dark and doesn't expect you. So D6. Yeah, roll that. That hits. Now you're gonna roll damage, which is gonna be a d6. One damage. So that is because he's a minion, he actually only has 1 HP.
Oh, that's funny.
So you leap up. Are you doing lethal or non-lethal?
Non-lethal. I just need to make sure that he shuts up.
So you jump up from the thing, and you're about to stab him, and then you pause for a second because you've never taken a life before. And you just end up, you kind of grab the harpoon with your other hand as well, and then you just wallop him on the side of the head as hard as you can. He's not dead, but you definitely heard a crunch when it made contact.
Ugh.
And he falls to the ground, and he's just there. Do you want to, like, hide the body or something?
Yeah, I'll pull him behind the barrels.
Alright, cool. He's now behind the barrels. And the stairs are now free, so you're able to walk down.
Yay! Yippee!
Alright, awesome. So now that you're underneath the deck,
Dude,
you see.
I'm gonna be real with you real quick. I hope none of the boys see this VOD. After the stuff I just said.
I want to send them a clip of you saying night like 30 times. So when you go down under the ship, you see a sight that's actually very, very disturbing to you. You see many, many large fish just hanging from the ceiling upside down, and your heart kind of sinks a little bit.
Yep.
Do I see my friend?
You see, after a while, it's just tails because there's so much overlapping. But
Okay, but I'm pretty sure it's the only thing with a horn.
I was gonna say that, like, you see something kind of unnerving across the room. So let me just very quickly get rid of this guy. This guy's
He's out of commission.
Yeah, he's very out of commission and will probably be for a while. So you see many of these fish hanging around, different varying sizes and such.
Yes.
These are all different fish hanging.
Yeah.
But what you also see is some tables, like slaughter tables, preparation tables around.
Yes.
And the one over here has something that's rather not great. You don't see any guards yet, but it would be kind of strange if there wasn't any guards around. They could just be hidden by the fish. So what would you like to do? You see something on this table. You don't know what it is, but you're kind of...
I want to get closer, but I really do not want to touch any of the dead fish.
Alright, so you kind of slowly
Because that's
slip
like
your way over.
That's just like a desecration.
Exactly. This entire thing is just a shock to your system, and as you get closer, you do see something kind of that makes your heart really sink, and it makes your blood boil a little bit, and you see a horn on the table.
Okay. Is my narwhal still alive? And they just took the horn? Okay.
You don't know yet.
Because what I'm thinking about is, like, in real life, you know, there's a thing called shark fins.
Yeah.
Where people will literally just take the fins off and put the shark back.
Yeah, exactly. You're no, so far you're looking around, you don't see the narwhal. You're looking around all the fish so far and you don't see the narwhal.
Okay.
So are you gonna approach the table?
Yeah.
You're sneaking around, you don't see anyone, you're not touching the fish. It's making it a little awkward to sneak, but you're able to get to the table and you are able to identify that is your narwhal friend's horn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pocket that as best as I can because those things are like 5 feet long.
Yeah, you kind of, I guess, if anything, you can you find like a rope, because there's like a bunch of rope around.
Yeah.
You just tie it to your, kind of like a sling around. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you continue to sneak around, looking for your narwhal. And you still don't see it, but what you do see is you see one more little area that seems to be like another staircase going even further down into the ship. But it's up to you whether you want to continue or not.
Well, I haven't found my narwhal, so we're gonna go down.
All right. So in that case, you kind of make your way around the fish. And you go down the stairs even deeper, and you see a person in here. Let me very quickly gotta erase. They don't see you yet, but you see a person over there, and kind of seems to be laughing as he looks in. I guess you could say there's a hole in the bottom of the ship. There's a big room. You see
Like
a hole
a gully?
Kinda, except there's like a net underneath it. And inside the net, you see half submerged, because the net isn't very lax. You do see your narwhal. And it seems to be alive, but it seems to be very injured. You see that his horn was cut. There's a little bit of blood.
Oh, yeah.
It's not looking super happy.
The horn is like fingernails or like tusks.
Yeah, but they cut it like deep. Like, it's like...
They tried to gouge it out of its face?
More or less, yeah. Like, it would have been like...
My poor baby.
And the creature's just kind of like gasping for air because it's like half submerged. And there's a man just kind of standing over it, and you just hear him going, "Hey, you're gonna fetch a nice price." My gosh. Oh, wait, here. We can do a...
Fish.
He goes, "You're gonna fetch a nice price."
It's a hornless narwhal. I don't know how much of a price it's gonna bake.
You assume it means like for the meat and whatever, and the whale stuff. Because the ones upstairs were usually like, obviously there wouldn't be tuna. But yeah, because it probably wouldn't be tuna up here. It's weird enough seeing a narwhal up here, but it would be like fish along the lines of like tuna and stuff. Like, but this is like a whale.
Because a narwhal is like the size of a dolphin.
Yeah. But it's more like, it's not just a fish. It's more like they can sell like the blubber. They can sell it for medicinal stuff.
I didn't think about that.
So you kind of make your way down the stairs, and you kind of see this, and you're kind of clinging to the wall a little bit, but you're kind of perturbed because the walls are a little slimy.
Ugh.
But you're trying to stay hidden as well. What would you like to do? Also, like I said, underneath the narwhal, there's a...
Am I hearing the narwhal?
Very weak. Very...
Okay, so I know it's my narwhal.
Yes.
If I can hear it.
Yep.
And it's in water?
Somewhat. There's like a net underneath it that's keeping it submerged just enough that it's staying alive, but it's all constantly gasping for breath.
Oh, my poor baby. Okay. Well, we're gonna get closer.
Yeah, so as you're looking, you see several... This is like a lower storage area. You see several barrels around the place. You see a few... You see a few tables as well, kind of drawn about.
Okay.
So it's quite a cluttered area.
I need to make sure that I'm gonna start sneaky again and make sure that he is the only one, because I can't see anything.
Okay, yeah, good. So as you're walking around, you do see a few others, but they're not... This guy definitely seems like he's like the head honcho. You see this guy's the head honcho, but there's a lot of smaller, scrawnier people just walking around and kind of like sorting through the barrels and tables and stuff. There's a couple of guys, no more than that.
Uh-huh. Okay. Real quick, what is this net made out of?
It's made of, like, rope.
Is it a rope net?
Yeah, it's a rope net. But it wouldn't be super thick either. It would be like... I guess if you, like, unwound a really thick rope, one of the thinner strands inside. If your idea is to cut it, you definitely would be able to if you find something sharp.
I mean, I have a harpoon.
Yeah, those are actually pretty sharp now that I think about it.
Yeah.
I think, but
I
you
have a
would need some
harpoon.
time. I will say you would need some time to like, to kind of.
I don't have
saw it.
time. My narwhal is suffocating to death.
As in, like, you wouldn't be able to slice it in one go. You'd have to like saw at the ropes
Oh.
a bit because the harpoon's not made for like slicing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it is.
As in, like, you couldn't use it like a knife. You'd have to use it like there's a smaller, sharper edge at the top, but it's not a. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. You
Mhm.
need to if
You said you said it's submerged in the water, correct?
half submerged, yes. So it's not dying. It's being kept alive, but like barely.
I have an idea.
All right, what?
We gotta go back up top, jump back in the water, and go from under.
Smart. I will say, thankfully. Actually,
We've already taken care of everybody else.
You
I
know-
just have to get back on the deck and go back in.
I will say, roll instinct, just because I want to see if you spot something that'll make your life a lot easier.
Instinct.
Open fair.
That
Yep.
one.
Yay, you got a hope. You're already
Yay!
so
I'm full.
so you do see that there are this area on the side. It does have like openings in the like
Ooh, so
like
I don't
around
need to
here.
go all the way back up.
Yeah, like similar to like for cannons and stuff. You assume this like where they'd harpoon and stuff and shoot out. So
Is it
yeah,
big enough for me to fit through?
yeah, just about.
Okay.
So yeah, you're able to dive out with barely a splash, and you're now underwater. So you do swim
Yes.
straight up, and you can breathe underwater as well, so it's fine.
Uh-huh.
And so, what are you gonna start doing? Are you quietly start cutting the ropes?
Yep.
Roll finesse, see if you can stay hidden.
Okay, so I just need that.
Yep. Oh,
I think I'm good.
you're good. You start cutting. You start cutting the ropes very gently. One rope goes. One rope is slowly.
I just have to be careful to not hit my baby.
Yeah, I mean it's there's enough room, thankfully, that it's not too bad. But this one is
Yeah.
now cut. And because you got hope as well, I'm gonna give you advantage on the next one. So you do a couple of them, and now the guy kind of like looks around, and you try to slowly hide the fact that you're cutting the ropes, and you kind of fall back.
I mean,
The narwhal as well
it's
has not
dark.
noticed
He
you.
can't see me in the water.
Well, he can see the rope going lax if he wanted to, but
Oh.
for now, because the ropes are tied, their tie points are like up on the deck. Like up here.
Lucky.
So roll again.
Same thing.
Yep, another finesse roll, and you're gonna add a you're also gonna add a +6 to it if possible. I mean, yeah.
So
add a
16?
6. Add a D6.
Or do you just want me to do it
Yeah,
again?
it's just D6. No, just do D6. It's fine.
Oh.
We'll just add it, so it's 10 plus whatever this is. 13.
13.
Yep. That's another pass. You're able to get another couple of them. The guy still has not noticed you. I'm gonna say if you can get up to this one here, then
Uh-huh.
then the fish should be able to. You should be able to help
Uh-huh.
it free.
Okay.
So okay, give us another roll. This one's just a hope fear.
Just this one?
Yep.
Okay.
9 with fear. That one is your. Oh, it's dark. I will give you advantage, so add a d6 to that as well.
So 9 plus 6.
Nice. Whew. You're so close. Only one more to go. Give me one more roll.
Okay. Am I rolling with the D6?
Yep. Go for it. Nice. So, and just like that, you're able to slice the rope.
And I roll the narwhal out.
Yeah, you kind of reach underneath and you just try to push the narwhal. And this does alert the guy because he was looking at the narwhal. And he's gonna be like, "Hey, who are you? Stop!" And then before he can do anything, you're able to push the narwhal out of the water.
Yeah.
You're able to push the narwhal out of the water as and it's very weak though. But you're so roll agility, see if you guys can get away as you see him like grab a harpoon.
Okay. Do I get any bonus?
Your agility is 0, so no.
Well, I was asking because you dark. You said D6.
D6. Well, at this point, he's just throwing it down. He's throwing. It's either gonna hit you or the narwhal. That's a pass. Okay, and then let me also grab this song. So at this point, the harpoon, he tries to throw the harpoon down, but you're able to move so nimbly in the water that the harpoon completely misses you, and you continue to roll the narwhal out. His the guy sees that, and he calls his men forward. He's like, "Men, stop them!" And you see what one guy does is he what do you call it? He immediately runs over and sprints over to this side of the boat. By the way, the island, just so you know, for your reference, the island is on this side of the boat here.
Okay.
So, you're able to evade them, and you continue to roll the narwhal. Roll strength, because the narwhal's very weak. You have to give a big push.
Uh-oh.
And the hope and fear. Yep.
But it doesn't say -1.
It'll say 1 strength as in its
there.
strength.
Oh no.
No, you got a crit! Even
What
though
does that
it's
mean?
ones, if you get the same number on both dice, that's like the best result you can get. So
Okay.
you get a sudden boost of adrenaline as you push with all your might, and the narwhal kind of feels you and feels you close, and it also tries its best to help you, and it's able to roll out, and it's now freed from the it is now freed from the ropes, but it's still swimming quite weakly.
Yeah.
What'd you like to do now? So now it's free. You're both kind of underwater.
Well, I kind of hold its fin, and we just start swimming.
Okay,
Get away,
so
get
I'm
away,
gonna
get
make
away,
you
get away.
roll agility
Okay.
here.
Yeah, it's just 0.
Oh yeah. 11. So unfortunately, that does not pass. And as you're swimming,
Uh-oh.
you see a large net be thrown over the side of the boat. That's what this guy was doing.
Uh-huh.
And there's now a net going from basically all around here, all the way to the floor, to the sea floor. This is kind of basically how they use it. And you only have a few options here.
Uh-huh.
How fast is it sinking?
It's weighted, so it's sinking pretty fast. That's what the agility was for, to see if you could swim underneath it in time.
Well, no, that's just telling me how much time I have to think.
I would say that it's more like you have until they jump in the water to get you in time to think.
Is it just on that side of the boat?
It's kind of like it's just on this side of the boat. You can go the other way, but the narwhal's kind of stuck.
Okay. Because I can still go out the back.
Yeah, you can try.
Yeah, we're gonna try to go out the back.
Roll instinct as you take the fish. I'm just gonna grab a. This can be the narwhal for now.
It
So
says...
it's a blue block,
Okay.
and I will.
Oh, oops. I have to redo that.
Oops. Unless we're just gonna subtract 2 from it.
What is it?
I accidentally put 2 plus 2s. So it would technically be 18.
Oh, okay. 18. Yeah, you see on the other side of this ship now that they.
The block is...
Yeah, the narwhal is the block is the narwhal. So at this point, you see that these guys have done this before. They've done this many times before, and several of them dive into the water and leap onto the other
Okay.
side to try to stop you guys.
Well, guess what?
What?
They're human. They can't breathe underwater.
Nope.
And they can only swim so far down before their ears start popping.
Well,
They also need
you're
air.
in it's a shallow. Like you're docked off the side of an island, so it's not super deep.
Ah. Well,
But yeah, so they are currently in the water, and you do also see other. A lot of them have what's like this is kind of medieval age, but a lot of them do have these what look like backpacks on their back with these strange blue crystals on them, and like these tubes that go towards their mouth, and you assume that this is something that kind of allows them to breathe underwater. These glowing crystals are kind of spinning and creating bubbles.
No way to cut off their oxygen then. They're technically able to breathe underwater, and I can't be that close to them, because if these are dudes, they're going to be stronger than me.
The narwhal kind of looks at you weakly. And it's,
How deep is the water?
not very deep. I'd say the boat, like, I'd say about, you've got like a 2-story house's height between the between the seafloor and the boat.
I have an idea.
Alright.
And that's just to go down with the narwhal, hope that they follow, and kick up a bunch of sand and make our getaway. Because they can't see anything now.
So, I want you to roll instinct here. This is actually a good time for this.
Okay. Uh-oh.
9 with hope. This is fine. It wasn't that hard of a roll. You start swimming down. As you're starting to swim down, you notice something. It starts to get, what's it called? You start kind of kicking up the sand, but as you do, you see, like, the men they're all approaching. The bigger guy has also dove into the water, and his suit seems a lot more sophisticated by this man, and they close on you, and you're kicking up some dust in their face. But as you're doing this, you notice the pendant that your father gave you has started glowing ever so slightly.
Do I have a force field?
No, this is the sand.
Oh. Okay.
It's like a cloud of sand. And yeah, you notice it glowing a little bit as you seem to be digging deeper.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not sure why. What would you like to do?
Okay. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, because I don't have time to figure out what the heck is happening.
As you do, you begin to see I guess you're kicking up the sand. You're actually inadvertently excavating the seafloor at this point. And you see some, what looks like these monstrous remains underneath.
What?
Like claws and...
Well, now I have a sharp
teeth.
object.
And they seem to be scattered around the floor here.
Uh-huh.
And that's when you see something else in the water. It seems to be glowing as well, the same as your pendant.
Yeah.
Kind of in the middle of all of these like dead monstrous creatures.
Okay. Is it a friend?
It seems like a small object, if anything.
Okay. Well, now I'm gonna grab it. What is it?
When you reach over to grab it, and it kind of doesn't budge, and when you look carefully, you notice you look in your hand at the object, and you notice it looks like a necklace, a matching necklace to the one your dad gave you.
Okay.
The teardrop necklace.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that attached to the necklace seems to be a large crystal.
Okay.
It's a little bit murky, so it's a little bit dirty, so you can't quite look through it, but you're more than welcome to, if you're willing to take the time to wipe it clean, depending on how curious you are. But
I'm curious, but I don't have that much curiosity when my life and my narwhal's life is at stake.
There is, so like this pendant is kind of like, it's almost going into the crystal. It's like whatever this crystal is, it's unnatural, and it seems to glow the closer you get to it.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna say is, you kind of peer into the crystal and you see something strange. It looks like face. A
Mom?
person.
Mom?
Roll knowledge with advantage.
What is it? Knowledge with what?
A d6.
Thank you.
And the hope and fear as well, yeah.
Yeah.
12. So you recognize the face. You recognize very, very briefly, because it happened so long ago. You do notice the face of your mother inside the...
Isn't it my face, basically?
She does look quite like you, but a little older as well. Yeah, you do see her. It's kind of like part of you in this moment thinks like, wow, he wasn't kidding about us looking alike. But you see, and also based on the knowledge roll as well, you see that it looks like in her final moments she casts a spell that caused her to use up all of her power and become one with her Sora. And that's why there's so many monsters around her, because that was like her final gambit. And I think the moment you realize this, everything kind of slows down. The moment you make eye contact. And you sort of blink for a split second. And in that moment, you're no longer with your narwhal. You're no longer surrounded by all these people. And you're underwater, but it's strange. You see kind of kelp growing. You see coral. You see fish swimming. Except you're walking on... you're standing on a flat seabed. As if there was no water at all. And you see in the distance a feminine figure kind of... she's kind of raising her hand up and kind of like... I guess almost like interacting with the fish. There's like a fish floating by. She has her back to you. And she's kind of like letting the fish brush against her hand gracefully.
Okay.
What would you like to do in this situation? You don't know
Well,
what's
right
happening.
now, I don't know what's happening, no. But I feel like this pendant is gonna do something, so I need to snap back to reality and try something. I don't know what it is, just instinct is gonna take over. But I need to snap back to reality and try and use it.
Well, in this moment, you kind of try smacking your face a bit, but it doesn't work.
Oh.
You try shaking yourself, it doesn't work, and you hear the voice of the woman on the other side going, and the voice is so familiar it kind of hurts. Where you hear the voice say, "How have you been, Brook?"
Mama.
The face slowly turns to like half look at you, and you see a smile. And you just hear her say something along the lines of, "Thank you for coming to visit. I've been so lonely."
Okay. Something is wrong here, though. I shouldn't be seeing this woman.
What do you say? What do you say? Do you say that to her? Or are you...
Basically. Like, what's happening? I'm starting to think I'm under some sort of spell.
She kind of smiles and she says, No tricks here. Just, she has a weird way.
That's what a trickster would say.
She laughs and says, she just has a weird way of connecting souls. And she says, but I see that your time is limited. So let me keep this brief. If you want to get back safely, your only option is to awaken your Sora.
Okay, let's go.
She says, well, eager as ever. She laughs. And she says, close your eyes and focus. And she turns around now and she looks a little bit more serious and she says, you are my daughter, so I know for a fact that you can do this. Focus on the things which hold you to this world, the things which are linked directly to your humanity, whether that is the people in your life that you care about or the things which you want to protect.
So Nilly, Dad, a village.
And you follow her instructions. They seem basic, but as you do, you feel this strange power kind of overflowing from inside you. It starts to bubble up, and you start to glow. But the more you start to glow, the more you see your mother begin to fade ever so slightly. It's like every time you glow, the vision of her begins to flicker and weaken.
Excuse me.
Yeah. All right. And she says, good. She says, now, focus on me and use what little power I have left to kickstart your Sora.
Thank you, Mom.
She says, don't mention it. She says, and tell your dad I said hi.
Will do.
And as you kind of focus and you're back in the world, you're holding the pendant and you see the crystal in front of you begin to slowly disintegrate, little by little, almost like Thanos snap. Like the face of your mom still inside begins to slowly it disintegrates along with the crystal. And a little whisper in the wind again. You just hear her say, "And make sure he's eating okay." and
That's such a mom thing to say.
And this entire crystal that she was encased in and her own body completely fade into dust. And now in your hand is the pendant, and on your other hand you notice the narwhal horn. But now as you start to you focus and you just feel this surge of power from your mother's pendant. And very quickly, and we're gonna have to cut this short, and we're gonna have to speed run through this because you have your fortnight.
I mean, I can ask her if she can wait another half hour.
I mean, if you wanna, we can. But yeah, ask her. I'll try to wrap it up as fast as I can. But so it's at this point that you notice the narwhal horn in your hand begin to glow, and it begins to warp as crystals begin to burst from it, as it's shaped into a large ornate staff with a seashell at the very top. But it's the staff itself is almost like the same, that kind of narwhal kind of what do you call it, bubbly? You know what I mean? Where it's kind of like bumpy, but like in narwhal horn way, like a spiral. Anyway, it starts to spiral up. The crystals start to spiral up the staff all the way to the end. And in your other hand, you see that a large kind of crystalline kind of arm, kind of like almost like not a gauntlet, but like an arm guard begins to appear on your hand as well. So on one hand you have the staff, and on the other hand you have it's like more of a defensive arm. And the narwhal, you kind of look to your narwhal as well.
I'm a magical girl now.
Mm-hmm. The narwhal also seems to be glowing at this point. And you see it slowly you see the seashell inside the staff begin to slowly turn into what looks like almost like a crystalline sphere. It kind of condenses. And your little narwhal, Nilly, begins to glow and begins to glow brightly before turning into a ray of light shooting straight into the orb. And you see now there's like a little narwhal swimming around in the sphere of your staff. And she seems to be healing slowly.
Does she have her horn again? Or are we regrowing the horn?
She's very, very slowly. You can't tell. You can just tell that her wounds are healing for now.
Well, it was more of just like, is she gonna get the horn back? Or does she have the horn back already?
You're not quite sure. I think in this moment it would be like there's a lot happening, and it whatever it is, her regeneration is going slowly. but you can tell that she is becoming more healthy. But yes, so now you find yourself kind of powered up. You see that what's it called? You feel power. You feel a strange power. You're one with nature. You find the ability to like change you just the ability to change your shape, as well as several other spells burst into your mind. What would you like to do now? You now have all your abilities unlocked.
All my abilities are unlocked. Hello.
All of them.
Where's the thing?
From your evolution, you have your evolution ability, where you can spend 3 hope to transform into beasts without making stress. You have your Rune Ward and Unleash Chaos ability as well. As well as that, you have your Clarity of Nature and Regeneration abilities too.
So I see something called the Pack Predator. Do you know what hunts in packs?
Let me see. Where's the Pack Predator? This is specifically land animals.
Frick.
But
You had to do that to me.
My bad. Yeah, because the I think later on you get access to like big. You know, I will say because you're a Tideborn, I will give you, if you can tell me like an aquatic creature that hunts in packs.
Orca.
Cool. All right. In this case, you start to glow, and then there's a bright flash, and water begins to swirl around you, and you don't see it, but you feel like you've transformed into an orca. You now can take, 3 stress. So let's see what you get. You get +2 to your strength. You get +1 to your evasion, and you have a melee attack of. You have several. Okay.
Orcas go nom nom.
Okay, so let's see if I can. Yep. All right, so in this case, are you going to just straight up attack the nearest person?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to roll strength.
A shadow says I have the bloodlust now. You killed my mother. You hurt my baby.
So at this point, you gain an advantage on attacks. Okay, so you're going to roll your hope and fear +2 plus a d6.
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to bring this up here so I can read it.
19.
19 with hope. So you mark your hope and you hit. You're now going to roll your damage roll, which is a d8 +2.
8.
5, 7. So you immediately charge forward and, like, are you going violent with this?
Oh, yeah.
Because especially what's happened with your freaking narwhal.
Yes,
I guess
my mother.
Narwhal's not here. And the mother. So you chomp straight into one. You're in this moment, because you are an apex predator, your eyes kind of dilate, like you feel the bloodlust. This one's chomped in half, and because you did so much damage and this is a minion, there's overflow damage. And you turn to this one and immediately chomp down as well and spit it away. The water turns red, but your eyes are still clear. This one's dead. You rolled a hope so you can go again, usually. However, I'm going to spend 2 fear tokens and give the turn and spotlight this guy. He is going to use his ability to summon, his action to summon 3 more of his goons. Let me go. Boom. Where is this? Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3 more goons now surround you, but now it's back to you. It's your turn.
Well, if I take out the big guy, then the rest of them are gonna go bye-bye.
Are you gonna go for him?
Yup.
Okay, you charge straight towards him. Roll to hit. That is, once again, it is a duality dice with a d6 +2.
Which dice?
Oh, actually, you'll -1 strength. Sorry, it will be +1. So hope and fear. A d6, and then you're gonna add 1.
$18.
18. But you do roll with fear, so you do hit. Now you're gonna roll your damage. D8 +2.
8. 2.
10 damage. So that on his thresholds is a major damage hit, meaning he takes 2 HP of damage. He looks at you and grits his teeth and goes, I've hunted. Much bigger than... He's kind of got a mask on, so you can kind of hear him. Much bigger than you. I won't be bested here.
Too bad.
And he looks...
You're not dealing with a mindless animal.
That's true. He's going to use... So when you spotlight... He's going to use an ability. When you spotlight the general, which is now because you rolled a fear, he can spend 1 stress, of which he has 3, to spotlight 2 allies within close range. The first one is going to attempt to stab you with a dagger underwater. And he's going to roll to try to hit you, which is a d20 -2. And he's trying to beat your evasion with this roll. Boom. Oh, that's an 18. That one definitely hits.
Oh,
He's
no.
now going to attempt to hit you with, which is just 2 physical damage. So what's your threshold? Here, this is your thresholds. So,
7?
so anything lower than a 7 is 1 HP of damage. So you can either take the damage now, or you can spend 1 armor slot to reduce the damage you take by 1, which would make it 0. You have 4 of these armor slots.
No, because I don't know what those other people are gonna do.
All right. So he slices into you. You feel the pain, but the adrenaline's still coursing through your veins. It's now this other one, and he's going to activate his action known as group attack, where all 3 of them are now going to surround you, and they're all going to attempt to slash at you at once. He's going to try to attack you with a d20 -2. 16. What's your evasion?
I don't know. Where's
Top left.
10.
10. So 16 does hit. I also need to spend a... Oh, whoops. I need to spend a fear to do this. Okay, spend a fear. And these minions move into melee range, and then on a success, they deal 2 physical damage each. Combine this damage, because one of them already moved. That would be 4. So what's your thing? Your threshold is still 7, so you still only take 1 damage. And it is now back to you.
Oh. Can I go for the big dude again?
Yep. Additioning a base form feature. I just want to see if you mark your last hit point. Okay, so you can stay in this form until you run out of HP. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can go for the big dude again.
I
Roll
want
to
to hit him again.
So, yeah, so that is going to be a Hope and Fear, D6 +1. Nice. That is a 21. That definitely hits. Roll your damage, which is a D8 +2.
Oh, D8.
10. That's another. You take another chunk off, and this time his entire arm comes off as he screams. Blood begins to pool into the water. He's looking in pretty bad shape. And because you got hope, you can go again.
Ooh.
You going in for another bite?
Yes?
All right, so your hope dice plus your d6 +1.
Hope dice, D6 +1.
Boom. The bloodlust. 14 with fear. So you are able to do damage, so roll your d8 +2. And I will say, if you get over... Wait, one second. Let me see what... If you get over a 7, he's dead.
6.
Oh! So, unfortunately, he's not dead. You try to go for his head, but he lifts up his arm just in time as you chomp down on his arm hard.
So,
Orcas
did
are
I take the
freaking
other arm?
Scary, dude. One arm is gone.
Oh.
But
It
this
was yummy.
arm is you lift it up and you just chomp down on this one, and he screams in pain, but at least he's alive. He's now gonna use his he's going to now order his guys to try to restrain you. So 3 of them are going to, we're gonna make it so that they're gonna, the first guy is gonna try to grapple you. He has no strength, so it's gonna be a flat d20 -2. First guy's gonna grapple you. 17. That does hit. So he reaches over.
No, it's 15.
Yeah, 15. But yours is, what's your evasion? Your evasion is like 10.
10.
So unfortunately, he wraps his arms around your fins and he starts to like attempt to hold him down. The next guy is now gonna also try to restrain you. which is going to cost me a fear token.
You know what the funny part about this is? Do you have
What?
any idea the size of an orca?
That's why it's taking multiple people to try to hold you down.
Orcas hunt moose.
Oh, well, the other one just gets swatted away by you.
I hit
This
him with
is
my tail.
not the right song for this moment. All right. So yeah, you smack him away with your tail, and the other one's gonna go and is gonna try and attempt to stab one of your fins. So he's gonna sacrifice this, and he's gonna have advantage as well. But still -2. 13. If 13 total, that's going to be enough. He stabs you in the fin, so you're now vulnerable. And the final fear token, the main guy is going to use his ability called 𝕿𝖍𝖊 𝕸𝖆𝖓, where he can he spends a fear against a vulnerable target within close range, and on a success, he deals 2d6 plus 12 damage, and the target must mark a stress. So this is a very powerful move. You gotta hope. What's your evasion again?
10.
10. So he's gonna roll a d20 plus 2, and if it's over 10, you get hit. You ready? That's a 14. He looks at you as you're being like, they're tossling you, and you're still able to move for the most part because you still overpower them, but you're slowed down just enough that he's gonna point a harpoon gun right at your face, and he's gonna try to make a hit. 2d6 plus 12. This is gonna be a lot of damage. Boom. 21 damage. What's your threshold?
14?
14. So you can either choose to take 3 damage here, or you can use armor slot to reduce it to 2 damage.
2.
All right, so we mark this armor slot. Boom.
Oh, thank you.
So he tries to aim for your face, but you're able to wriggle yourself free just in time to take the harpoon. It kind of skims your side and kind of spears itself just between your tail. Like, it doesn't hit the actual fin. It's just in there, and it embeds itself deep in your tail. You, open your mouth in pain. It hurts a freaking lot. It is now your move. Your own blood is now starting to mix in the water.
Well, we know the dude's almost dead.
You going straight for his jugular?
His jugular.
Okay, roll to hit. That is your hope and fear. D6 plus 1.
Thank you.
Critical hit! Holy crap. So you're gonna roll a D8 plus 10. By the way, you only need 7 to get this, so this is a guaranteed kill. Let's see how overkill this is. Boom. Oh my gosh, you got...
I've rolled 8s on all of them.
Okay, Lynn. In this moment, you're about to land the final blow. Describe how you do it. Describe how you finish this guy off.
I'm beheading him.
All right, awesome. So you see the hooks, you see the people, and your eyes just glow red, and suddenly you dart forward, you knock him back a little bit, then you go around, you start to circle around, and with just 3 consecutive chomps, you're able to chomp down on each of his minions. He looks at you in fear, and the last thing he sees is your gaping maw chomping down on his head, and he's left a torso.
Bye bye.
And with this, and with the fear that you do have, they start to what do you call it? You're able to just push through the back, and you're able to make your way out, and you begin swimming towards the land. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna speed run this a little bit, just because it could take a little bit long. Otherwise, so what we're gonna do is, I'm glad. This is a TTRPG. This is anime. You get to be in an anime. Yay. So it is at this point that you find yourself swimming to the shore. Your people are still there, kind of holding, getting ready to fight, when suddenly a big orca just washes up. You're bleeding heavily, and everyone's kind of shocked. And suddenly, but your father knows exactly what this is, because your mother had the same power, and runs straight to you And as he kneels down to like lift you up, you revert back into your base form. And he just kind of holds you silently. Again. Yeah. And he just holds you silently and begins to sob. I will say it's at this point you sort of regain consciousness. And he's a strong man, and you know, especially in front of the people, he would never shed a tear or show weakness like this, but he can't really hold it in right now.
I made it back. I promised.
He looks at you, and then he looks in your hand. Oh yeah, also at this point you have the narwhal horn strapped to your back again. But he notices in your hand the matching pendant, and he just starts wailing, like loud, ugly crying. I think like everything kind of clicks, and he looks up in the sky and like as like a thank you, like because he knows there's only one other matching pendant in the world. He looks at you though, and he says, all he says is, I'm sorry. He says, and basically, he informs you that, he looks at you, and suddenly you hear the voice of one of the other chiefs that says, go on, tell her.
What?
He looks to you and his eyes are tearing, and he says, I couldn't. They overruled me. He said that he's kind of like wiping the tears, and he's going back to looking more composed. Your actions endangered the entire tribe. The recklessness that could send us to war with the poachers. And you have been...
Oh, why? That's really loud.
Oh, sorry. It just got really
You
loud.
got really... Yeah, you got really close to the mic or something.
He says, you have been temporarily exiled from the tribe. But as he does, he whispers over into your ear, very quietly, Zona Junior, this is for your own safety. Things are going to get messy here. Just know that no matter where you go, I will always be with you. And he goes back to pretending to be like, you know, he's not really pretending. He is obviously sad, but you know, there's a reason for this.
Scolding daddy.
Yeah. And he says, you will not return here for... And he kind of sighs and he says, you are not to return here for 300 moons. It's not long, but in that time you will be expected to find your own way.
Okay. I kind of just nod at him.
He looks at you with like caring, sad eyes. In one sense, his hands are tied, but he knows that whatever the other clan leaders were planning, they were planning this for a long time. Well, this is definitely better, but also they were planning an insurrection for a long time, and this was just the excuse that they needed.
What's an insurrection?
Like taking over. They'd like a takeover.
Oh, okay.
And this was just a way for him to be able to properly you remember what he said about clan wars and people splitting into factions, and you know that this is his way of keeping you away from all that, while making them think like it was their idea.
My poor daddy.
And I'll say that as you're kind of walking away from the village, you are given a map to a nearby settlement known as Sora City, with the academy that trains people to use their Sora. You're also informed that you might find more answers about your mother there, as that's where she trained herself. But as you're walking away from the village, the one thing that you don't notice is, and you kind of turn the mountain back up, this area up here, you kind of look back at the village one last time before making your way over around. What you don't see is several ships lighting the horizon and slowly sailing towards the village.
No, Phantom!
And that's where we're leaving it. Yippee!
You son of a bitch!
Yay! Did you enjoy the story? I let you keep your narwhal, all right?
Yeah, you did.
I let you keep your narwhal.
Because the original plan was not to keep the narwhal.
Yeah, I mean, everyone else is probably going to die, but don't worry about it. But, no, maybe not. We'll see. So River and with freaking Wibbawim. Alright, I will save these in the NPC bag. But yes. So what did you think of the story, Lynn?
I want to keep going, but I have to go beat Kyrie.
Of
Because
course.
by technicality, I'm an hour late.
Of course. And like I said, in future now you're going to be able to keep going and you're going to have the group with you as well.
Yeah.
So it's going to be...
What kind of chaos do you think we're going to get into?
Lots, honestly. Oh, wait, before you go, Lynn. You have to save your character. Come back.
Where are you?
It should be down as, let me just very quickly grab this and drag this into the NPC bag. Okay. So,
Friends
yeah.
only. It's not there.
It should be down as Sora TTRPG.
Sora. There it is. Connect.
Okay.
Let me in. Thank you.
Are you perfect?
Ooh.
Okay, let me yeah, everything's probably gonna need to load up again. Change
Yeah.
color. I'm gonna give you blue. I'm gonna promote you again. Okay, so what you've got to do here is, are you watching my stream so you can kind of see what to?
Yeah.
So you got to drag across everything, like this. Well, just like the character sheet. Well, let me wait a minute. Let me unlock this so you can drag this one. Oh shoot.
No, I highlighted everything. Put it back.
1 second. These are all locked in place for some reason, so they don't save if they're locked in place. No, you can. I was just gonna drag them out like this.
Oh.
And then, can you grab that?
Trying.
Oh, it's locked.
Trying.
Press L. Yeah. Okay. Are all these locked?
Ooh.
God damn it! Everything's locked. I don't know what happened. Okay, let me try to.
I found a new way to do things.
Huh?
You can put them on top of each other like this.
Oh, you can, yeah, and you can stack them. 1 second, everything got locked for some reason. Let me unlock everything. I think it was when we rejoined.
Probably.
Okay, there we go. Now try to highlight everything. And then you're going to right-click, like, anywhere, like, one of the sheets, and then click Save Object. And you're going to call it, like, Brook Level 1 or something.
Save object. Brook level 1.
Awesome.
Save.
And then, just so we know that it's done, click Objects, click Saved Objects, and then see if it's in there. Objects in the very top of the screen. There's a little... Yeah, and then Saved Objects.
Yeah, it's all in there.
And then just click it, and then see if when you hover over the board, do you see everything that should be there, like all the sheets and everything.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Awesome.
right there.
And you kept the little Kirby as well. Perfect. All right, awesome. So what I'll do is I'll save here. You may now leave. But thank you so much for playing. I hope you had fun.
Yeah, I did. I didn't want it to end, but I have other commitments.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. And that's all that I planned for. Anyway, that's all I wrote. I don't have anything else written. All right.
Did some of my decisions surprise you?
It was within the realm of expectation, but there was some really funny moments with RP and stuff. With like the slapping the thing was really funny. That was very funny.
I'm sorry, Kyrie.
All right, get out of here. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for playing.
See ya.
And now I've got to do Umbrai's story. So give me 1 second. I do have to make a call real quick. Let me also just very quickly go into. Gotta invite Draco to the server real quick. Invite to server. Set link to Draco. All right, give me 1 second, Umbrai, and then we can jump straight into your story. Can you? Oh yeah, your PNGs are out already. Oh, okay. I have to get into character again. Big stretch. Oh, big stretch. Oh, that was a good stretch. That was a very good stretch. All right. So, chat, give me 1 second. And, oh, thank you for the hydrate reel. I appreciate it. All right. Let me get this set up. This is going to be Umbrai. And then down here is going to be Metallin. It's going to be a very different story to the previous one, chat. But if you guys are enjoying this, don't forget to follow. The Sora TTRPG is a very big project that I've worked very hard on. And I appreciate all of the support. So I will be right back. I've got to call someone, and then I'm going to jump into a call with Umbrai, and then we go and do this. So be right back.